Heidi Unger is a working mom, and like many working moms, she takes her kids to school, picks them up,
Stop.
How did you do that?
and hangs drawings of her children on the office wall. Unger is an artist with many awards, in a profession often misunderstood.
It used to be, I would get the scarlet S on my forehead when I walked in the store with my kids in the summertime, Oh my gosh, look at that lady with all the tattoos. She must be a really bad mother.
But when people get to know Unger and husband Tim Corley, owners of Millennium Gallery of Living Art, they find family values at the core of the family-owned business.
The kids have grown up here at the shop, and so they're really good interacting with adults because they can actually carry on a conversation with an adult because that's what they've grown up around.
Many of those adults are part of the family, literally.
Dad, mom, our tattoo artist, and grandma.
But will Unger encourage her boys to learn the family trade?
If the boys want to do it, sure. I mean, we don't. Our one thing with our kids is, as long as you follow your dreams, that's all that matters to us.
And Unger, working mom, teaches her children by example what it's like to follow your dreams.
I just feel completely and utterly blessed that I get to do this every day. There's days where I'll be in the middle of a tattoo and I'll just giggle. And my customer's like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "'Cause I'm gonna be a tattoo artist. This is so awesome."
I never found another guitarist who's a great guitarist who can harmonize. I haven't found that yet. I'm not giving up on that. But it just hasn't worked for me that way yet.
Well enough alone.
We met in a psychiatric hospital. And we happened to be working there. I think moving from Austin was probably the biggest shift in terms of music. I think it was easier when she was dealing with her own angst and, not distracted by a lot of people and living alone and maybe feeling things a little deeper.
I also struggle with my age because when we left Austin, I was in my early 30s, and I always think, "Oh, I'm too old to be doing this," but that's just a thought.
Don't shine so blue. I have a prayer, and it's straight from my heart. It's winging its way right to you.
I did 2 CDs and 2 CD releases here, and I think it's inspired them to be creative. August, our younger, is an actor, and he is on stage and tremendous at that, and Wilson again is into his music, and I think I do inspire them. I don't want to stop inspiring them. I don't want to just grow old and say I'm too old for this, and what's a 50-year-old writing love songs for, that's a sad statement, isn't it?
You may have noticed a difference in the way your Panda Express comes packaged. Many vendors in the Laurie Student Center food court are switching to compostable disposables.
Our straws are compostable, our flatware is compostable. We use recycled napkins, recycled Java jackets, so that when things do end up in the landfill, they have a better chance of decomposing and reducing that solid waste.
But is the switch to compostable materials worth the effort and expense?
A landfill situation basically takes away the opportunity for those materials to come into contact with the things they need to start breaking down. Oxygen, moisture, and heat. And things basically just get turned and buried, so they don't have the opportunity to have that breaking down process.
Compostable utensils are made of vegetable components, not recyclable plastics. So in the food court, these materials are headed for the landfill. But with 18,000 visitors daily, Folsom says composting at Laurie Student Center just isn't practical.
It would require every single one of those people to go through the steps of scraping and sorting, and if that's not done with by every single person, it contaminates the entire bundle.
The city of Fort Collins leads the Green University in composting efforts. Employees at City Hall and 215 North Mason use green cones to reduce landfill waste.
Underneath, it's like a little laundry basket, and you put all your food waste in there.
You know, today we have Ampetuit Chavoni Awakan, the spirit of the sun. I received the Innovative Idea Champion Award. I received this award through CFED, as well as 20 other people from across the country. I'm a fifth direct descendant from Chief Red Cloud Mkhbialuta, and 140 years ago he met with the Department of Interior Secretary. I wrote him a letter, the current sitting secretary. By the way, he's from here, Colorado, Salazar, Ken Salazar, and I wrote him a letter and asked if I could meet with him, and his secretary came back and said that Salazar would like to entertain us with a meeting. My grandfather met with his predecessor, and then here I was 140 years later to meet with him again, and was able to share and tell the story of how we can become sustainable off the renewable energy. And a 15-minute turned into a 40-minute meeting, and it was a historical thing for me.
This is a sanitary landfill, so it's covered every day, and this, even though this is caveman technology, this is still the best we have. The craziest thing is that people throw away valuable things that can be recycled. So we still have a long ways to go. You can see it right now. There's all sorts of paper fibers, cardboard.
Grabbing something before it's wasted, in some sense of the word. And that's fun. I think that's very fun. Clearance, though. This could.
Thumbs up basically means there's good stuff in here. Thumbs down means there's nothing really good in here. Another trick how you can tell if there's anything in there is you can tap the side of the dumpster, and if it sounds hollow, you don't really go in there.